up, y'all? What's up? What's up? Welcome, welcome. If you are new here, then welcome. Stay around because there's a lot more to come. If you just getting here, then stay around. If you've been around, then stay because guess what? There's way more to come after this. So, guys, welcome. Listen, I am excited. I'm coming on here to share with you guys. You already know. You've been following me for the past anytime, but specifically the past 60 days or at least 30 days, then you have seen and know that I am doing a 90-day no processed foods journey, guys. And I have been taking you guys along with me. And let me tell y'all, the process has been processing. The process has been processing. Listen, as you guys are coming in, if you're just getting here, if you're new here, then make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed, because why not? I got all the life altering information that you need to take your health from raggedy to great, from I don't know to making it happen, and from questionable to solid. All right, so let's go, let's go. So today I'm coming on here to talk to you guys about I have been eating no processed foods for 66 days. Processed. What do I mean by processed food? So no white rice. Now, guys, I have been being candid throughout this whole process. It has not been perfect. But guess what? God doesn't call us to perfection either. But I'm committed, right? So I need you to be committed as well. So that's what I'd be calling you guys to do, to stay committed. You don't need perfection, you need to be committed, right? So what does no process mean? What does that look like for me? So that has been no white rice, no pastas, no regular pasta. Well, no white pasta. Like the white pasta, the sugar. So all that stuff is sugar. It's all converts to sugar, right? So no no white rice, of course, no like vegan faux products, none of the vegan cheese, all stuff is processed. No fried foods, no sugar, no yeah. So that's what it all looks. So that's what it is. So it's no processed foods, no sugar, and no white stuff. All right. So that has now been for the past 56 days, guys, and I want to report to you how I'm feeling. So how I'm feeling is that I'm realizing, number one is that I didn't realize that I still was eating so much junk food. Most practitioners, most wellness practitioners won't admit this. They won't talk about their own diet. They won't talk about what they go through or things that they even still are still learning, right? But I know when God called me to this, it was for a reason. So I went ahead and did it, and I have been totally seeing, guys, where it's like old habits can sometimes die hard, right? Or it's easy to it's nobody's above reproach when you can be easily sifted back into old ways, old habits. But we have to ever be conscious. We got to be super vigilant and sober, right? We got to be again, so no alcohol either in that in this 90 days no processed foods. I'm not a big alcohol drinker anyway. However, like sometimes my husband and I would go out, I might get something here and there, but or some wine, nothing hard, no hard liquor, but still none of that either during this time, right? And as you guys come to, make sure you hit the subscribe button and give me the thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Share this link out with 4 or 5 friends that you know who can use information, or a foe, co-worker, whatever. Share this broadcast. Text this link to 5 other people that you know who can use this information, who've been struggling with who've been struggling with high blood pressure, high cholesterol, pre-diabetes, poor nutrition, overweight, and just a junk food addict. All right, so if any of that is you, then I got you in the right spot. So share this broadcast out, share this link out to those people, as well as you stay tuned and you get into this information as well. So, number one thing I'm realizing is that I was eating more processed foods than what I even realized, and that's not cool. That's not good. So, I think what I have realized was that sometimes the foods or things that we have acquainted with certain things in our life have they easily rise back up if you're not being sober and vigilant. So you got to be sober and vigilant even in your wellness, right? So that's number one. Be sober and vigilant even in your wellness. Not just, spiritually. We're called to be sober and vigilant spiritually, but that also applies even in our wellness. Be sober and vigilant in your wellness, right? Because you can easily pick back up going to junk foods, not drinking enough water, consuming sugar, picking a little piece of this, picking that, and before you know it, it's become overeating habits, stuff like that, right? So I've been seeing a lot of me, and it's been a good housekeeping session. It's been a good housekeeping orientation. That's what this has been, right? So that's good in that regard. So that's number one thing I've seen. Second thing I've seen is my skin. As you guys probably can see, no filter. This is just natural beauty, okay? No makeup on today. I got some lip gloss on and my brows and mascara. So that's what. So the second thing I noticed is my skin. My skin has went up. It has elevated. You know, my skin has cleared. Like through not eating no processed, cleaning up the processed foods that I was eating, taking note of them and realizing they were there. Through cleaning that up, now I see my skin has changed. It has now a natural glow to it. I'm still staying moisturized, of course, cleansing, all those great things like that. But I'm seeing that to be true as well. So, because we forget that your skin is the biggest organ on your body, right? Your skin is the biggest organ on your body. So, you have to, it shows whatever is going on internally comes out externally through your skin. So, you have to be very careful and be conscientious of what you're putting in your body, because eventually, it will come through the skin. You're dealing with a lot of breakouts, dealing with a lot of different, eczema, skin disorders. That's all because of what you eat. That's all because of what you're eating. You're eating trash. It's coming back out through your skin, which is your biggest organ of your body. All right. So that was that was the second thing I realized. The third thing I realized is my energy levels. Okay. So this to be candid with you guys. Initially, it was up and down. It was like, okay, what's going on? What's going on? Like it was kind of up and down, fickle, this and that. But now, through studying, getting things staved off at a pace that has been good, and that has been now keeping going, right? And like I said, you guys know I incorporated days like my birthday. I told you I was going, we was going to have a meal or two that was outside of the and it wasn't like horrendous. Because I prepared for it, right? I call those prepared days, not treat days. You're not a dog. We're not doing no treat days, okay, or treat meals, or even cheat meals. Why would you want to cheat on yourself? You don't want nobody in a relationship. You're in a relationship with your body, so why would you cheat on it, right? We got to understand the words that we use, right, and how they set us up for failure, or setting us up to go backwards, or setting us up for non-progress. Sometimes our words can be so damaging. They keep us from moving forward. Your words are causing a delay in your life. A delay even in just how you see things, right? So we're no cheat meals. It wasn't cheat meals. It wasn't a treat. It was a day after an intentional prepared day, right? An intentional meal, okay? Because guess what? You can lose weight by eating junk food. You can lose weight. You can be in a calorie deficit eating junk food. But the thing is, you're still going to be sick. And the thing is, your body won't be performing at its peak, okay? So the weight loss is not always an indicator of health. Let's throw it out there. Okay, your body will, weight itself is not always an indicator of health. Your body will begin, so you want to always, one thing I talk to my peacemakers about inside of our community is getting your body in balance. When you get your body in balance, it will then begin to shed on its own. It will then begin to balance itself out. So stop focusing on weight, stop focusing on, and start focusing on making more healthy, healing decisions, choices in your food, in your meals, and what you put in your body, what you consume, what you put in your skin. Okay, all of that matters. Not just what you put in your mouth, but what you put through your skin, what you take in transdermally, okay, through your skin. So I started noticing that too. And throughout this process journey too, I've also have started being more direct and started being more direct and more, what's the word I want to use? I want to say conscientious, more assertive in what I put on, more what's the word? More not as permissive in what I put on my skin or what I use on my body either. Okay, I don't give everything permission. I'm being more research user. That's even a word, researchable. Doing more research on things, more products, and even taking more things into like just go back to the natural with stuff. It's not. I found out how it's not even hard to make your own like body butter, shea butter. I already got the oil stuff in my house, because y'all already know I live a cruelty-free lifestyle. I live a vegan, plant-based lifestyle. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I got certain things in here. Let me stop buying all these different expensive brands, make my own. So it's been, so I've realized another thing I've been able to do throughout this is God's truly helped me to open up my creativity, right? So, and see the things that's already before me that have been there. Because stuff already been in front of you guys. You ain't been paying no attention. But now I'm seeing it and I'm looking at it. And I'm being able to do that as well. So guys, that's where I'm at. So like I was saying, my energy levels, what I was saying before, my energy levels had, initially they was up and down. It wasn't like, they wasn't level. Now I'm seeing where things have stayed off, right? And they're more steady. It was important I got to tell myself to go to bed because I'd be up because I'm not dragged down by different foods or different, like, I'm sorry, chemicals or different fillers that's in your food that's come in processed foods a lot of time. Even the plant-based ones, right? So, guys, that's where I'm at. Those are the 3 changes that I've noticed thus far and where I'm at and how I'm heading this out. And I'm going to keep going. So, it's not even about, so y'all be welcome. Listen, we going to keep this thing moving throughout this whole, we going to let God lead. But I'm seeing a year. Let's see. Let's go. Let's make it work. All right? So, stay tuned. The only way you're going to know is if you stay in tune. The only way you're going to know is if you subscribe. So, make sure you subscribe and get on my YouTube channel so you can get your alerts, your notifications, and you can follow my journey. And guess what, guys? So, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. I'm excited you guys to hear. If you're not subscribing to me, then make sure you go ahead and subscribe now. Well, look, I want to also invite you into our free community we have called the Healing Collective. For those women, men, girlies, guys who are looking for the foundation to be able to start, moving away from processed food, moving away from junk food, how to start lowering your blood pressure, reducing high cholesterol, and cutting off medications as a whole. Then get inside of our Healing Collective. We got a community that got you inside there, and the link is inside of the description box. So click the link inside the community and share this broadcast out with the last 5 people that you text, and let's all get this together. All right, so we're going to gain health, we're going to gain wealth all together. All right, guys, so we all know that health is a portion of your wealth. All right, so guys, I will see you guys soon. Subscribe, and hit the thumbs up button. Ta-ta.